Nation, and welcome to our final weekly edition of Mason Cable News in Fall 2014. We are your leader in on-campus news broadcasts. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm Ashley Hill.
And I am Geena Jerome, welcoming you inside our news studio for the last time this semester.
Finals, they're on their way.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The semester's basically over now.
It is. We have, tomorrow, it's Thursday, and then we have Friday. And that's it. We have a couple reading days.
I'm leaving in 2 weeks. How many finals do you have?
I actually only have 3.
Oh, me too. Okay,
I got lucky. I love finals week, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm excited for finals. I mean, the second you have finals week, you can go over winter break, and then you can just chill and relax. So, I'm excited.
Well, we're going to start off our news broadcast with the shot that sent Mason Nation into a buzz over Thanksgiving break. This past Saturday, at the end of the Manhattan game, the men's basketball team trailed 63-61 with 2 seconds to go. After Manhattan missed a free throw, redshirt sophomore Jalen Jenkins grabbed the rebound and proceeded to launch a shot estimated at 75 feet away from the basket. As anyone would think, everyone was ecstatic.
He's telling him to get back.
He's telling Williams to get back. Second one hierarchied and missed it. Jenkins gets it, lets it fly, long shot.
He made it! Oh, he made it!
A 75-footer!
Oh!
They're gonna go to the monitor.
Three-pointer!
They're gonna go to the monitor. Let's see. It was close. It was close.
Due to the insanity that the video caused on social media, as well as the impossibility of the shot, that ended up as SportsCenter's #1 play. The shot had George Mason trending on Facebook and Twitter for 2 days. All we have to ask is, where were you when Jalen hit the shot?
I know what I was doing. I was eating some turkey. That's what I was doing.
Me too.
With outgoing Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel stepping down from his position last week, his second-in-command Ashton Carter is expected to take his place. Hagel, who is staying on as acting Secretary of Defense until his successor is confirmed by the Senate, resigned from his position after pressure from his colleagues that made him feel out of step with the responsibilities. Hagel, who is a Vietnam veteran, has dealt with the threat from ISIS, turmoil in Iraq, and aggressive moves from Russia. His replacement, Ashton Carter, is highly regarded from sources close to the president and is expected to succeed. Before becoming Deputy of Defense Secretary, he was previously a professor at Harvard's Kennedy School.
Well, on December 1st, students of George Mason University's Black Student Association gathered in the free speech area outside of the Johnson Center to protest the grand jury's decision to not indict Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson. Officer Wilson was the officer who shot 18-year-old Michael Brown, a black resident of Ferguson, Missouri, after he attempted to grab Wilson's weapon. Since then, controversy has arisen with protests from many residents of Ferguson as well as many citizens across the nation. Many students here at Mason held up signs saying, "Don't shoot," and "No justice, no peace," and have called for reform in the police departments across the nation regarding when it is appropriate to open fire on a suspect. The protest received attention across campus, and some students even stopped to observe the protest taking place in the free speech area. Some students may very well agree with the grand jury's decision, while others may not. Regardless of the grand jury's decision, this case is an issue that is not only important to minorities, but the nation as a whole.
Wow, I'm really happy to be a part of a campus that you can just express what you believe and what you think. Final season is always a time that is stressful for every college student. Hosted by University Life's Office of Student Involvement, De-Stress Fest is an annual tradition where several offices from across campus get together to provide fun, stress-free events before finals week kicks into full gear from December 10th through 17th with winter graduation on the 18th. It includes late-night study spaces, stress ball making, yoga, and Tai Chi for well-being. academic counseling drop-ins, learning services, memory strategies, sleep techniques, and mindfulness workshops, student performances, an open mic night, late night snack carts, which I enjoy, sporting events at the Patriot Center, a farmers market, games, and exciting movies playing in the JC Cinema. From December 1st through December 7th, George Mason University is helping ease student, faculty, and staff stress in the weeks leading up to final exams, and everyone should take part in this great opportunity.
Well, over Thanksgiving break, a lot of students were surprised to find out that their meal plans had been shut off. Do not be surprised again at the end of the semester when meal plans will be shut off at 2 p.m. on December 17th. For freedom, the last day to use it is December 18th. You should use all of your meal plans, bonus, and freedom within this semester because none of these carry over into the next semester. If you do not use your meal plans, bonus, or freedom this semester, you will lose it. Now, if you have any questions, you can talk to the Mason Card office in Sub 1 by Chick-fil-A. They are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 5.
Well, are you Patriots excited? It has finally been released that the opening of Panera Bread, the newest addition to the Johnson Center, will start training January 5th and open in time for spring semester. Students can expect to order their soups, salads, and sandwiches upon returning from the holiday break. However, the campus Panera store is a corporate company, so Executive Director of Campus Retail Relations, Mark Craner, says they have not indicated that it will be different from any other Panera location. Also starting spring semester, the Mason Card office will start issuing new IDs to students, faculty, and staff. The IDs will be laminated, and everything except for the person's photo will be pre-printed. Upon return from winter break, George Mason students will see a few changes on the Fairfax campus. We can only hope for a positive reaction, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Winter is coming, and that means winter break too, folks. On December 18th at noon, everyone must be out of his or her dorm. The only exceptions are the students that have gained special permission to stay on campus. Other than that, pack your bags, you are going home, or at least leaving campus. Residents should plan to leave 24 hours after his or her last exam. If you are returning to campus next semester, you do not need to remove any of your belongings from your room. You only need to take the things that you want to bring home. You also do not need to return your key or check out at the neighborhood desk. But there are a couple things that you should do before you leave. You should clean your room, and that means defrosting, cleaning, and unplugging your fridge. Throw out any food, do your laundry, or at least take it home, take out the trash, unplug everything like radios, clocks, lamps, and computers. Secure your valuables, and close and lock your windows. Also, please set your heating unit to 68 degrees and do not turn the heat off. And also, don't forget to turn off your lights and lock your door as you leave. Now, this is a lot to remember, but go on to the housing website for a complete checklist of things to do before winter break.
Aw. That's so sad. After this semester, we have a completely new semester coming up towards us, and I'm just really excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not excited about all the stuff I have to do.
Yeah.
We will be right back after a quick commercial break and have our weather report with Nick Stasiak and the sports report with Sydney Peterson.
WGMU Radio and WGMUradio.com.
Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it.
I'm Ben Simpson. On the phone today, we have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your
Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible. We're here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one.
You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
I'm Nick Stasiak with your weather. We've had some pretty weird conditions in the metro area here lately. Last week we had our first snowfall of the year. then we went into some warmer temperatures, and now we're going to go back into some colder temperatures, and then it's going to get warm again. So let's kind of talk about that a little bit. Tonight, partly cloudy conditions, increasing winds, so we'll look for anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per hour as the night goes on. Low of freezing, 32 degrees. So let's go ahead and take a look what's going to be happening on our reading days, Monday and Tuesday. Some cloudy conditions, might have some rain throughout the day, just a slight chance of rain. I don't really see any rain happening, so we'll just go with some mainly cloudy conditions. Temperatures in the 40s, so it's going to be a good day to just stick around inside, catch up on some of your work, get any of that last minute studying done for your big exams. I know that's what I will be doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast as well. So for this week, we're going to be looking mainly at a little bit of rain. We have a low pressure system coming in this weekend, so look at some rainy conditions, but otherwise mainly cloudy. Temperatures in the 50s and 40s. For next week, we'll look at another high pressure system coming through, so that'll clear up the skies and bring in colder temperatures. But for tonight, windy conditions, cloudy, rain will be coming in, and next week we'll go back to sunny skies and cooler temperatures. Let's take it on over to Sydney with our sports.
Hello and welcome back once again to your Mason Sports Report. I'm Sydney Peterson. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving weekend. While we were on break this past week, our sports team still continued to work hard and succeed. On Saturday, our men's basketball team traveled to Manhattan and won with a final score of 64-63 with an amazing buzzer score by sophomore Jalen Jenkins. Jenkins made a three-quarter court shot. This shot by Jenkins made it on the ESPN SportsCenter top 10 plays. Jenkins finished the game with a total of earning 24 points. The women's basketball team traveled to Kansas City this past weekend for the Plaza Light Classic Tournament. Unfortunately, they lost their first game against ACU on Friday afternoon. However, then at their following game on Saturday, they had a comeback as they defeated Mississippi Valley State University with a final score of 71-62. You have the opportunity to see both the women and men's basketball team play today as we have a doubleheader tonight. The women's team will play against East Tennessee State at 5 p.m. and the men will take on ODU at 7:30. So if you're not too busy studying for your finals, tonight it's a whiteout. So if you have time, put on all your white and head out to the Patriot Center. Well, Patriots, that's all I have for you today. I hope you all have a safe and happy holiday break. Ashley Hill and Geena Jerome will be right back after this final commercial.
A special edition of the first. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it.
I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, you're baseball.
Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
To promote the book as much as possible. We're here around campus.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, have a great one.
You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
Hi, and welcome back to Mason Cable News with our fan favorite tweets of the day.
Yep, our first tweet of the day is from @SportsCenter. Must watch George Mason beat Manhattan on a three-quarter court. #SC Top 10 buzzer beater. Gosh, I really wish I had been there.
I know, me too, but I'm glad I was at home, but...
Yeah, Thanksgiving was a great time to spend with your family.
But it's really cool how it got nationally recognized.
Yes.
SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, ESPN.
Yeah, go Mason.
Woo! Let's ride this wave to the top. Our second tweet of the day is from In the Capitol. George Mason U professor appointed co-chair of Barack Obama's new policing task force to address the Ferguson turmoil. Look at that.
I know. Ferguson definitely is a big issue that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. It's cool to see that people from George Mason are being like nationally recognized.
Yes, we have a very proactive
Sally.
Campus, definitely.
Yep.
Well, we do not have an episode next week, but we still want you to send us all of your breaking news tweets here at George Mason. So make sure to use the hashtag MCNews.
That is all we have for this edition of Mason Cable News, and we hope to see you next semester, even if you're graduating. Have a fantastic break if you're coming back. I'm Ashley Hill.
And I'm Geena Jerome. Have a great winter break, Mason Nation.